Hello to my Sagittarius. This is Queen Amun Ra coming to you with your general reading, Sagittarius. Let's get right into it. Let's see what's going on in your cards. Hopefully you are having a great day. Hopefully you all are having a great day. Happy Friday the 13th. This reading is for Friday the 13th of June through the 20th of June. Let's just dive right into your reading. Let's get into it. The moon is waning in Capricorn, and it could be affecting your backbone, your joints, your knees, your skin, your hair, because it's kind of like moon is moving through, in a spiritual sense, is moving through sources trying to alert you to pray about some things. Like, so your body is giving you some kind of hints about, okay, not just that you ate too much, you could be emotionally eating certain things you said you would never eat again, but it could be also alerting you to something else spiritually. The source wants you to pray about something, to ask for clarity, right? You all roll ninth house, so I'm talking to you wherever ninth house. Whatever your sign is in ninth house, I'm talking to you. Higher education, philosophy, law, religion, travel, ethics, morals, personal beliefs, spiritual beliefs. Those are the topics that we are talking about. So get into your readings. Every reader reads cards the way they read cards, right? And so source is saying, so again, the moon in Capricorn is the energy supports release, discipline, reflection on long-term goals, and letting go of structures and responsibilities that no longer serve your highest good, right? So certain things no longer serve your highest good in those spaces, and you'll be breaking some kind of generational cycle, chain, or curse. Pluto is also retrograde. That's a judgment card. You're breaking chain cycles and curses with energies. You're not judging them. You're not under their judgment. It just is what it is. You're just moving on. All right. I honor each day with gratitude. Yeah, you just not, some energies just weigh you down. It throws you out of alignment. You're trying to create something new. You're determined to create something new. And some energies, they just weigh you down because they want to stay chained to you. And it's really weighing you down. Your energy is all about traveling, get up and go, that kind of fun. You're ruled by Jupiter. Good luck, good fortune, what's on the horizon. You're highly adaptable, all those things. I'm talking to anybody who is very in tune with the Sagittarius in them. Sagittarius rules ninth house. And so you learning how to adapt, and people trying to chain you to something could have a chain reaction that could drag you into some stuff that for you, you're trying to honor each day with gratitude. You're trying to go to the next level. You don't have time for all of that being weighed down by other whatever. So let's get into your reading. Let's get into your reading. I've already prayed over everyone's cards, and let's see what the first question is. The first question is really around, your responsibility. So, source, what responsibility or burdens is Sagittarius ready to release? Burdens and responsibilities that Sagittarius is ready to release. Four of Cups. People who don't want to tap into their creativity. You feeling people who, when they feel unfulfilled, they just create something that is just low vibrational. That's just gonna, cause everybody, just drag everybody into their low vibration, right? Emotions, they low vibration emotions. Somebody is now ready to be around energies or link up with energies who honor each day with gratitude. Energies who are enlightened about how to tap into their gifts. Even they had to go back to childhood gifts, things that just pour into you, whether it's relearning how to play an instrument, taking a class, whatever is going to pour back into you that's going to put a smile on your face to make you happy. Some people just want people to be in a state of just sadness all the time. Like looking for a reason. Oh, that person's back is against the wall. They tried this didn't work out. They tried that didn't work out. I know they must be sad. They must be the things they frustrated. Things aren't working out for them. They don't even know what's going on. Here we had a Two of Wands here. So somebody's waiting on some results for something. But for you, something was done behind, two energies did something behind someone's back. To really attack all four corners of their lives, like to attack their the four areas of their lives. basically apathy, saying that they feel unfulfilled, contemplation, they feel disconnected from everybody. They did something behind someone's back, and so they're waiting on some kind of results for something. So this could be your back. Somebody did something behind your back, or someone that you're connected to in some way, shape, form, or fashion. Here's the Eight of Wands here. And basically, um, there now that's work has been sent back to these two energies. Something has been sent back to these two energies. Like I said, they're waiting on some kind of results, but they're now being held responsible for causing this. It's almost like I feel like somebody could be on a job where your job may have caused you, like, pushed your back up against the wall in a certain area. They're responsible for pushing your back up against the wall. Like, let's say, for instance, you had to go to human resources for something. You had no other choice. You had to go. You went up the proper chain of command. You went to this person, this person, this person, this person. You went up the proper chain of command. No help, no help, no help, no help. And so instead of people helping you, they decide to attack your 10th house, right? But they start with the second house, meaning your personal resources, your money habits, your possessions, your value, your financial security, self-worth, income, as if what they did was not enough. Like, it's like somebody could have gone to HR and they say, okay, well, we're going to demote this person. We're going to attack their money. You already have bills. You got your rent you got to pay, your car note, whatever other bills. So they attack that, your second house. Then they go to your 8th house. They attack, your renewal. Could this person renew their lease? They couldn't afford to renew their lease. They couldn't afford. They had to downsize, right? And they had to. Then they attack sexuality. They attack, something around death. Did somebody die in a family or whatever? They attack all of these things. Then they attack some kind of transformation, right? Something they could have saw online, someone's transformation, and everybody liking videos. Oh, they attack. They just, I mean, like, really grabbing for straws. Or somebody in your family could have gone through some kind of a transformation. Like, maybe somebody transformed, their, maybe they somebody just decided, in your own family or loved ones may have decided they're going through a very powerful metamorphosis. Maybe they, decided, hey, they no longer want to be in a particular profession. And they just said, you know what? They want to transition to another profession. Maybe they decided to go back to school. You see people going back to school and getting their degrees, and transitioning and getting back into the workforce and those kind of things. But whoever these energies are attacking everything. 8th house to somehow keep people attached to these two energies that's doing stuff behind people's backs, right, while waiting for results, or for something, attacking people's inheritance, their loans, their cult, mystery, intimacy, attacking everything, trying to keep people chained to something. And so source is saying to you, something, as far as you're concerned, is like you're unchaining yourself from energies like this, because they're responsible for something. They're responsible for causing people, adding to people's depression or sadness or whatever the case may be. Here we have Knight of Pentacles here. So when people are working on themselves, working, traveling, got job offers coming in, efficiency, responsibility, and these energies are working just as hard to create. Water is creativity, just to create issues instead of solutions. So somebody is for somebody's 10th house, and 10th house is about their career, their life goals, achievements, public image, father image, or masculine, divine masculine image, social status, or fame. It's like these energies really are trying to, whoever these energies are trying to block possibly yours or other people's. So here we have the Ace of Wands here. So somebody has an idea of like who's behind what, in terms of like first house, personality, temperament, appearance, self-image, first impression, self-awareness, outlook on life. But you have something new coming across your path. So somebody has given something to source. You've given something to source. Yeah. And so you're focusing on your own willpower. Either you have a new romance coming in, some kind of a new project, something new is inspiring you, because you're just like, okay, this is all too common. People asking for help. It's like if you were in the workplace, um, if you're in the workplace, you could have gone up the chain of command. I need help on this project. I need this. Can somebody help me with this project, until something gets to a point where you are so weighed down and overwhelmed, and other people catch wind of something, and people have some idea of who's behind it. Now all of a sudden people are scrambling because their back is against the wall. So source is saying you're working harder on yourself. Like I said, traveling, the job offer. Okay, I had to make some more room, but yeah, job offer and like a couple of other things coming in. Job offer, see efficiency, responsibilities that's coming in. You're working on yourself, right? Because like I said, you're working on your patience, and somebody's working really hard. Somebody could have a traveling by land, some kind of job offer coming in, but a light is now shining on something. Somebody is learning how to slow down and not have to keep saying, I wish I had listened to my intuition. Now I'm seeing something in hindsight that I didn't see before. All of this other, somebody now learning how to say, okay, well, if I got to put, I was about to toss a joke in there, but it's something about something is really not funny. It's just that somebody is creating something that's really, really not there. Somebody is creating something that's really, really not there. And these are people anyway, here we have the Two of Cups here. Yeah. So it's two sets of energy. It's energies that's creating something for two energies where something is not there. Yeah, they're creating something for two energies that's not there. That would be equivalent to like somebody playing mind games with you, saying, "Oh, you're just making something up." We're the department that like you work in a department, and somebody basically saying, "Oh no, we're a family here in this department. You're the one that kind of sort of sticks out like a sore thumb when you've been asking for help over and over and over again." You've been asking people, hey, I'm trying to work on a project, but I don't feel like I have all the pieces to put this together. I need help on this team. I feel like I'm carrying a load on my back. So here's the cups energy is water. So the moon is currently in Capricorn. We're not talking about any Capricorns, right? Somebody could have been afraid of you and someone else in your 10th house, meaning your career, your life goals, your achievement, your public image, the father aspect of things. So somebody could have been influenced by a father or a grandfather to really be in healthy divine masculine energy. Like, hey, take the bull by the horns. If get it done. If you want to get it done, get it done. Like if you need to speak up, ask, whatever. Um, Something about your 10th house in terms of social status and fame. So somebody could have had a really good male influence in their life. Anybody that mirrors that type of energy, that they had a good male figure in their life that really encouraged you to be in healthy divine masculine energy, whether you're a man or woman. Somebody is still going by this structure, like this societal structure that women are supposed to be one way and men are supposed to be another way, and creating something for you and someone else. But it's always happening in pairs. It's like these karmic couples are coming together, whether they're, husband and wife, brother and sister, sister and sister, partners in business, partners in crime, partner, whoever, karmic couples, energies that haven't resolved something within themselves, trying to create something. And so now you're saying, in hindsight, I wish I had. So now somebody is basically saying that two energies, they don't learn the way everybody else learns. Basically saying, oh, they have, there's a name for the way that they learn. It just creating any old thing because they didn't jump on something to help somebody who was asking for help for years. So it's almost like you being a parent asking a school for help. Like I'm way down, a single parent, whether you're a man or woman, you asking the school, hey, do you all have any programs, like, creative programs? So I get my child in band or learning how to play some kind of instrument or art or whatever the case may be. Them having access to these things, but not saying that they have access to these things. So now when we talk about creativity, but we can create something that's going to make money off of somebody. I don't know who I'm talking to here. So somehow money is involved in something where people are getting paid, would be getting paid off of two energies. If people can convince that people learn differently, Again, I'm just reading the cards. So a light is shining on something. Source is saying somebody needs to get into prayer mode. Get outside and get up under that sunlight and get into prayer mode. Because people are doing stuff behind people's backs. Here we have the Ace of Cups, just creating stuff, proposing things, just all kinds of stuff, having some new feelings about things. And so Source is saying getting their wishes fulfilled. And Source is saying something about a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. It could be their sun or moon sign. But Source is saying to you, a light is going to come on for you once you get out in that sunlight and do the spiritual cleansing out in the sun. Like it's going to, like just like you're sunbathing. Some kind of downloads you're getting, and somebody's going to work harder at getting out in the sun even more. Because somebody's starting to get some downloads like, so when we talk about ninth house is higher education. Something about your energy may have higher level of education of how things are created for energies where money is involved. Oh, we can create this program for this. We can create this program for that and create issues where there really aren't any. But if it's being funded by somebody with a bag, money, we can just create an issue or create a problem. So something about you feels like your back is against the wall because something that somebody has been holding on to as far as a Scorpio is concerned in their youth. This is what's bringing some kind of memory back to somebody as far, and I say this because when we talk about the Six of Cups, which is Scorpio's card, something about a Scorpio in their youth somehow connected to you, Sagittarius, is basically like something is bringing back some innocence, like a time of healing, a time of family, a time of nostalgia. Something is bringing back something to somebody's memory. And that number 4 lets me know that there was some energies that were basically like it's their way or the highway. Like even just 6 and 4 is 10, 10 like sitting around a group of energies that basically somebody was saying it was their way or the highway. And so somebody is seeing something play out again with 2 energies. Is a chariot card, somebody who's a mother. Like somebody wants to remove the divine feminine aspect of things where people are pouring into things where there's a balance, whether 2 parents are in the household or not. Like somebody is really just kind of like, somebody is at a crossroad right now, just going through a memory, just like, okay, a light is coming on in somebody's spirit. Like, okay, well, wait a minute. You're very successful, as a mother or a mother figure, right? You don't have to necessarily have kids. You can even be a man who is very tapped into your maternal instincts. Like you can be a person, you get a feeling about something, you tapped in, you're on it. You're taking some kind of action. But somebody is very in tune because of the higher level of education that they have, how people play on people's mental and physical health. That's what this is right here. And how people create something like to burn people, like try to weigh people down. And again, it goes back into the work. It goes to personal and professional life. It goes back into personal and professional life. People can know you need help in the workplace, won't help you at all in the workplace until it catches the attention of somebody who can make some stuff happen. Then all of a sudden, everybody is like on fire, adjusting crowns and feisty and more confident and, oh well, let's get it done. All of this. And so Source is saying, but you already know. You already know. You already know what's behind it. So something as far as you're concerned, somebody could have a new love coming into their life. Something is going to feel like a homecoming for you. Somebody could be getting married. It could be you or somebody that you know could be getting married. Something you'll be celebrating, I'm seeing here in your cards. But this is so common. A lot of times in the workplace, when people want to set people up for failure, they'll have access to knowledge and information and only will tell a select few of people. Yeah, and will only tell a select group of people. Okay. Yeah. So something about your energy is like you are so clear. You're so clear about something. It's not even funny in terms of just kind of sort of removing energies. Whether you're a man or woman, it doesn't really matter. So when I say the chariot card, it's just like how people will railroad energies who are at a crossroad in their lives and play on people's minds, like play on people's mental health or physical health, because they see something as a competition. How they people will use, like, abuse power. We talk about the number 7 speaks to marriage, relationships, partnerships, business contracts, inner desire, and enemies. Source is shining a light on who the real enemy is, um, who secret enemies are, right? Because the sun exposed, sits behind that moon, and the moon is about secrets. So source is exposing who the real enemy is in terms of, like, people abusing their power, who will go to court and do stuff behind people's backs, who will align themselves with people's spouses, exes, all of this other stuff, who will do that kind of stuff behind some people's back because somebody is not pouring into somebody else, or people not pouring into, and who's been secretly competing with somebody, like it's a teenage competition. So somebody is really working hard on themselves. Here's a Knight of Pentacles here, being patient and working hard on yourself. So here we have the 9 of Pentacles here. Yeah. Somebody has mastered something, literally has mastered something. When it comes, as soon as some energies see that people are moving towards 9 of Pentacles, this is financial independence. In other words, cutting people off financially. That's what this is. His Ace of Swords, they go right into, oh, somebody needs a shot. And you're asking what, like, asking like for clarity, like what, you're asking for mental clarity, some kind of breakthrough. Oh, this person is having a nervous breakdown. We're familiar with it. You're familiar with everything except what somebody asking for in the very beginning. Y'all know what I'm saying? Like, you've seen the people on your job, they've gone from this person to this person to this person asking for help, right? And as soon, nobody hears anybody until they go to certain energies in the workplace, or they go off. Then all of a sudden, oh my God, this person's having a nervous breakdown. Source is saying, as far as you're concerned, because of your level of education about something, they're gonna have to try somebody else. Okay, whoever these energies are, they're gonna have to try somebody else. You're like, you're so familiar with something, it's not even funny. And so when we're talking about this moon in Capricorn, something has been weighing heavy on you. It's like when you deal with loved ones who you've been carrying them on your back, emotionally carrying their emotions on their back. Source is saying, people handle that differently. Some people may cry, so they may have like extra compassion. People may laugh a lot, or whatever the case may be. But some energies are using something because they cannot get any money out of some energies. This is where 9 of Pentacles and Knight of Pentacles, it comes in. 8 of Pentacles. This is where people say, well, we're gonna have a chain reaction. We're gonna chain ourselves to this energy. Like, in other words, they may need to be chained down and get a shot. It's just craziness. Like, for real, like something is wrong. Something is wrong. Somebody may need surgery or mental clarity, or they having a nervous breakdown. And so something about your energy, Sagittarius, and I'm speaking to 9th house here. Somebody is trying to label two people as something because it's something that at this crossroad, a light has been shining on something, a truth about something, right? And so source is saying, yeah, a light is shining, but you're raising the bar. Here we have, when you set higher standards for the people and situations in your life, you create space for new levels of joy, abundance, rise above old patterns. Yeah, but so 7th house deals with Libra. And so Libra, even though this is a Chariot card, so somebody's mother or a mother figure could be going to court behind someone's back, and something has come to light, right? It could be a father or a mother, but somebody who's in the feminine energy, whether they're light or dark horse energy, it could be bringing out the darkness in the mother or father, or like the parent or whatever, going to court on behalf of someone else, and a light bringing somebody's son to court, trying to bring something to light. Here, remember who you are. You carry stardust in your bones, your ancestors' wisdom in your blood, and the whole universe in your soul. Know yourself, and nothing will bring you down. Remember, you're only taking what resonates with you in the readings. You're taking only what resonates with you in your readings. These energies, all this cups energy is reflective. These energies are being exposed left and right. They literally stalk people on social media, whoever these energies are. They, whatever posts people like or comments they make, they go on under people's posts. They comment in the group organization that they with. They can't even hide it. That is how much light is shining on things. The pause is the shift. So your past is now behind you. All you desire is in front of you. Pause to connect, reconnect with your power and follow the pull of your destiny. Yeah. Somebody is, I'm talking about you, are really, really tapped into these types of energies and how they, something is taking you back. Something is nostalgic. And we're talking about the Six of Cups, basically like sitting around talking to a group of people about, it could be three people about basically keeping somebody in the house or something where everybody else is outside playing, you know, um, that you're very, very knowledgeable about. Forge a new path. It's time to act. You don't have to know everything in advance. Take the first step and watch it all unfold. You can deal with whatever your path reveals. You are ready. Yeah, because this is really what it boils down to, money. And somebody cut some people off because they were draining people dry, pouring, pouring, pouring until there's nothing left. And so when there's nothing left, people start creating something and finding whoever they can link up with to create something. So you're doing something your way. You were never meant to fit in. You were born to be wild and free, a force of nature, here to build new and better worlds. Allow yourself to go and do that. So yeah, so something is happening here, Sagittarius. But I don't know who you are, but somebody got the right one as far as you're concerned, because you have divine connections with source, the creator, right? The creator, the sun. You're plugged into a power source, right? And so people, you have heard people say about you that you think higher of yourself than you should in some way, shape, form, or fashion. And you've had to exhibit some kind of willpower. Possibly in the workplace where people treated you like, okay, they just create stuff that's not there. Oh, you think you're higher, you think you're better than, or so on and so forth, like knocking you down a peg or two to try to bring out the darkness in you because they're trying to project something onto you that they are. So, sort of saying you've heard something just sound like it's on repeat. You've seen that before. If you're a single parent, whether you're a man or a woman, it's the same thing. It's, oh, this person, and you, especially for women, the chariot card is the I feel sign, but it's Cancer. It's a divine feminine energy, right? So you are complete. You are not broken. Nothing is wrong with you. Don't spend your life fixing problems. Dwell in the beauty of your being. You are enough now and always. Yeah. Whoever the energy is, trying to tell people that, it's just this is a mother and a son. This is a mother and a son. Somebody are trying to say that these energies are, they got to take some kind of action because their back is against the wall. They looking at every little thing that they're doing on social media. That would be the modern day, because water is reflective. So what's on reflective, what's on social media, videos, recordings, this. Every time, well, we got screenshots. They talking to this person, they talking to that person, talking about you. Back in the day, somebody could have hit the record button. Y'all remember the old tape recording with the red button? Well, we need to record this, or we need to set up the video cameras. Yeah, where was all of that? As long as people were getting paid. Okay, so what's the difference? Wild and wonderful. So why focus on limitations and realism? Breakthroughs and miracles require no linear explanation or method. Unexplainable and illogical magic happens every single day. So something about your energy is very successful. People actually are looking up to something about your energy is magnetic to people. Whoever you are is very magnetic. People, something about you pouring into energies, your water into energies makes people want to go and have higher education in philosophy or law, whether it's spiritual law, religion, travel and ethics. In other words, people want to, because of somebody's success, people want to get out the house more, right? Maybe they were a hermit. This right here is crab energy. Maybe they stayed in their shell a lot, but now people want to get out in the sunlight, encouraging other people to get more out in the sunlight. But yeah, it's because of these type of energies right here. They just creating stuff, just creating them. Yeah, but money is involved. That's what this is. Money. Somebody thinks somebody's living this luxurious life. They feel like there's some kind of financial gain behind something, all because of somebody's fruits of their labor. And remember, this is a full moon, full strawberry moon, and that is fruits of labor. You had to plant the seed for the roots to grow, for those strawberries to come. So it's like somebody's harvest. It's a harvest moon when we're still in the phase, harvest moon phase. Somebody feel like, okay, you might work really hard, like they work like a horse, like sea biscuit to get their harvest. And somebody's like, oh no, we want to be chained to that. We want to be chained. So we got to create something to stay chained to that. So somebody will be connecting with the earth. But somebody is definitely trying to call somebody to go through a rebirth. We got to stay somehow connected to it by any means necessary. Life insurance policy. And I'm not trying to be low vibrational at all. Listen, however, by any means necessary, some energies are trying to stay chained to two energies. By any means necessary. They have already made a decision. They've created something new, right? Have already cut some energies off, and these energies are nervous. That's where the anxiety is coming in. So somebody feels like they're carrying a lot of emotions in their back. And so here we have the waning gibbous moon, which is in Aquarius on Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. So that's from the 14th through the 16th, where you may feel it in your calf, ankle, shin, or Achilles. So it's saying that is an indicator that you would be walking away from something. Some people will, depending on who you are and if it's affecting your body. Um, and then on Tuesday the 17th, waning gibbous and Pisces. We're not talking about any Pisces or Aquarius. We're talking about your 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th house, right? Affected. Um, it's going to affect your feet, your toes, your pineal gland. Like somebody's third eye is opening. Like somebody is now seeing what they didn't see before. Because at this point, somebody is tired of having this. I wish I had seen this in hindsight. I wish I had known this and I wish I had known that. Somebody's like, now, okay, source, show me what I'm not seeing in advance. Take me to a higher frequency so I can see something in advance so I don't have to keep having this. If I would have known this in hindsight, I'm doing, yeah. Somebody's ex wants to return. Your enemy's playing backfired. Treat yourself to a spa day. Yeah. Somebody misses you. Schedule a vacation. You're going to get a lot of downloads on a vacation. Somebody is associated with nightmares. They like basically, and they can't stay chained to somebody, they're going to create a nightmare. They're just going to create a nightmare, and they're going to enlist as many people as they can to create a nightmare for somebody's life. And this is what you have in common with somebody's sacral chakra cleanse. Somebody can be going somewhere where there's a lot of water, have a new attitude, whether somebody can be going on a cruise or going somewhere where you're on the beach somewhere, it's drinking more water. Something is going to do a fresh cleanse in your mind. Is going to take you back to something when either you or somebody, where people wanted to keep somebody in the house, who was very clear-headed, very logical and very clear-headed, had a lot of ideas, very sharp in their mind, and try to create something, say somebody was having a breakdown. Their plan to disrupt money backfired. So somebody, yeah, I'm telling you, whoever, if somebody's trying to do this to you, Sagittarius, I don't know who you are, but you time enough for somebody. So get grounded. Many of the most evolved beings on earth are regular folks living with joy, dignity, and courage. Yeah. Somebody took one look at you and wanted to mirror you, like they wanted to copy you, like the type of person that you are. But you can be imitated, but you cannot be duplicated. Somebody took one look at you and said, "Oh, I wish I was that kind of mother or mother figure or mentor or educator. I wish I was like them." But somebody, as hard as some energies try, they are not you, whoever you are. You can be, like I said, a man or a woman. Something about your energy, yeah. Look to the stars. Whatever it is that you do in your, as far as your ninth house is concerned, like I said, somebody took one look at you and want to mirror everything that you are. They want to mirror your entire ninth house, your higher education, your philosophy, your law, your religion. If you're in law or something, they want to mirror that. Your religious practices, what you believe, they believe. Your travel, they want to travel like you travel. The freedom of travel like you travel. Ethics and morals, they wanted to copy that. Personal beliefs, copy that. Spiritual beliefs, copy that. But the thing is they don't want to give you, they don't want to say, you know what? It's not even in humility to say, for them to say, you know what? You've poured into me. Like some people will say, will give you credit, Sagittarius, and say, you know what? I really appreciate you really poured into me. You know what? You want to get out the house a little more because of you. People will tell you that they love you. They may not talk to you all the time, but they'll tell you that they love you, those kind of things. Instead of somebody coming, sitting in your face and looking at you, trying to mirror everything that you're doing. I feel like looking at these cards here is like the movie Single White Female or Single Black Female, whether you're a man or woman. Like somebody wants to copy everything, like down to your hair, the way you look, the way you dress, the way you walk, everything. Something should be creepy for somebody. So source is saying honor each day with gratitude, because you're making somebody is making a difference in people's life. I don't even think that somebody even understand for real. And this is very high vibrational. You're making a difference in people's lives. You don't even understand. So from now on, somebody's going to start listening to people, whoever you are, Sagittarius or ninth house. Somebody's going to start, man and woman. I'm saying man, or because I don't want somebody to say, is this a reading for women or men? It's for men and women. Somebody is going to start really paying attention when people show you their gratitude, when they really honor you. Somebody's going to be like, oh, wow. Okay. You're going where you're appreciated and not where you're just simply tolerated. Something is going to take you back to a memory of like when somebody was in the house. Where was these mirroring energies? Where are all these copycats? Where were these mirroring energy when people are in the house? So in humility, allow me, divine, to always accept the right assistance. I welcome your help in every way, and I delight in receiving it. Where was all of this help when somebody was in the house? A mother and a son was in the house. That's what this is. Or a mother-like figure, whoever, chariot card. That's, like I said, that's cancer. It doesn't have to be a cancer. It doesn't have to be a cancer, right? But somebody is basically like when somebody was asking for help, where was all of this? Where was all of this concern, like in the personal and the professional life? Now all of a sudden everybody's so concerned. Oh my God, we missed something. Okay, so it's the same, but somehow you are time enough for everybody. Whoever you are, I don't know who you are, but yeah. So you're creating something new, some kind of a new proposal or something like that. I do see somebody could be getting married. Um, Something in terms of like some kind of your intuition. Somebody could be getting married. Somebody that you know could be getting married, or you could be getting married, or you could feel like you're getting married or something like that. But or maybe somebody was getting married because of these energies, just creating something. I don't know. Somebody could be getting married. But anyway, that's what I have for you as far as your reading is concerned. But yeah, you're learning how to create boundaries and enforce those boundaries so you don't have to keep having this, if I had known this and if I had known that. You're about to live a much softer life by honoring each day with gratitude and recognizing the people who honor you, wherever you are, doesn't matter. That's what I have for you.